Whalawhalahi atu hane te wala tala te tupu ke lata mai leo taong niwe ke hau nei. Whakamua kua kamata tuai e whanoanga lahi he mdaka he aong pulutu he atu Pasifika Tonga ki hau nei. Ne kua whakahoku ai ke he millennium. Ne hoku mai e whalu tau lilifu ke lata mai whanoanga nei ki hau niawhi. Mai tala haua he takitaki lahi koe Vice Chancellor, koe Rajesh Chandra, koe tau whanoanga he mdakau lau lahi he USB. Whamahani e whanoanga nei ki whakahoko langaua he tahe tau. Koe whanoanga whakamua ke mahina ha me, pia whoki mo taha whanoanga ke mahina ha Novema. Koe whanoanga ke mahina ha me ne koe whakahoko ke taha he tau mutu hongfu maua ne koe matutaki atu ke USB. Si koe whanoanga ke mahina ha Novema he talahau ia, whamahani ke whakahoko tū mau ki whisi ke matapatu ne toka i ang pulotu ne ki ai. Ne matutaki ai niwe ke he ang pulotu atu Pasifika Tonga tari mai tau tahi a whehiwa seo whitfu maua. Mai ki sei fō ke tālanganga he whalifo mai USB ki Paliasi. He tau uawhi. Koe tau uawhi mai ua ne whakamatapate niwe whanoanga nei, mai ko liu tuai whakahoko ke motu ke he tau nei. Koe tau whanoanga nei ke mai ke ai ke lidiu whakatutala ke whala tau matangahua ni ko talia au loa ki ai, mui tua ke he tau palanangahua. Koe mga aho whoka nei, ke tukua te te hokotaki, hanga au ke he tau whakaroanga he angu pulotu, moe palana te ki mua. Koe whanoanga kua whakataka i ke ue aho, moe amanaki ke whakasia i ke aho pungpungi. The 78th USB Council meeting has officially... Koe tau matunumela kua whakataka mai he whahita tau matunumela, ke lata moe tau tangata ni kua o mai molotoru nuka tukwhenanga mai mai motu ke kuata whakamua mai mahina ha Ianuari kia masi tau awhi mawha. Ke he tau numela ni ko whakatoka mai, ke matauru he tau nei, ka toa toa he tau tangata ni ko o mai e ke he motu koe tahe awhi ua seo turu mwhamahono. Mai he tau numela ia, koe wha seo walu mwhawhai o tōru tau tangata no motu, ni ko lidiu mai. Koe tau tangata whenonga e vaeva, whiti seo li mwhamaua, ua seo anong furu tau tangata nei ni ko talhaua i koe tau niwe, wha seo hi mwhamaua i tau tangata motu kehe, mai hong fumatore tangata ni e vaeva mai ke nono whahifo ke he motu. Ke tau matunumela tau tangata o kehe mai mai motu, tahe awhi wha seo whitung fumatoru. Tolu seo walu mwhawhai tangata no motu ni ko tuk whenonga, toko limelo tolu ko talhaua i kua ua tu whakausi. Toko tahe awhi walu seo tahe awhi walu whamahiva e tangata e vaeva mai ke motu ni kua liriu o kehe mai mai motu. Koe tau fuafuanga ke tau tupe whakamale he tau tangata ni whenonga mai ke motu, fuafua ke whiti seo whangfu walu e awhi tala mai walu whamalime. Koe whalu whakisianga, mai tau talahauanga ni kua pehe tauri mai he tau uawhi whitu, kua whamahani ta matunumela tangata whenonga mai ke he motu, ke kua ta whakapā he tau, ke tū toko lunga ka koe tau nei, kua tohi whakatose ke whiti pasene. Me long foki ha kua kamata i niawhi e whakahoroanga ke lata i moe whakalele ke ua ke he tau whahi tapu ta ki taha, amuna ki whakalohi tau marikisi ha ki foki he tau matunumela, he tau tangata whenonga mai ke motu, he tau mahina i mua. This is Radio Sunshine's news bulletin for today. The 78th USP Council meeting has officially opened this morning at the Millennium Hall with over 40 delegates from the region. The USP Council is made up of representatives from the 12 member countries, the Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor and President, academic staff, students, community and business leaders, including representatives from Australia, New Zealand and member of a crop agency. A majority of the delegates and council members arrived on yesterday's flights, and according to the Vice-Chancellor Rajesh Chandra, the annual meetings are important for the council to discuss strategic plans and for presentation of reports for members to deliberate over. Regular meetings enable the council to identify areas that need improvement and what works well for the university. Niue has benefited from being a member of USP since 1972, with many former students now holding senior positions in government. In 2000, the Niue USP Centre was opened at Paliasi, enabling students to study via distance learning. The last time Niue hosted the USP Council meeting was in 2002. Statistics Niue has released figures for travelling statistics for the first quarter of the year, with a total arrivals of 1,236 and departures 1,473, and that is a net migration of minus 237. At the arrivals, the total visitors were 752, and of those visitors, 260 were Niuean, 492 non-Niuean, and 13 indicated they intended to become residents on the island. The total returning residents was 484. For the departures, there were 1,473 people that left the island. 384 were departing residents, 5 people leaving permanently, and 1,089 total returning visitors. The average total tourist earnings for the first quarter was $748,900. According to the Statistics Division, since 2007, traveller numbers have always peaked in the March quarter, but this year has seen a slight decrease of 7%. With the second weekly flight starting up yesterday, there is an expectation that traveller numbers will increase over the next few months. Now looking at our news stories from the region, Australian Prime Minister Tony Abbott says he decided to cancel a university visit today because he did not want to give students an excuse for a riot. University students and staff are gathering around the country for what they say will be a nationwide day of protest against the federal government's budget cuts and rising student fees. The federal budget unveiled plans to deregulate university fees from 2016, allowing universities to charge what they like for courses. At the University of Technology, Sydney, staff had joined students gathering to protest against the uncapping of fees. UTS staff are also striking against work conditions and the university's management and have set a picket line to stop students reaching classes. Federal frontbencher Eric Abbott says ugly university protests will turn Australians off the message students are trying to send. Labour and Green politicians will speak at the protest events in capital cities, while students in Melbourne and Sydney will light bonfires of budget papers in metal bins. Pacific civil societies are calling on all Pacific Islanders across the region to renew support for decolonisation of Pacific communities still under colonial rule. PRNGO's fresh calls for self-autonomy coincides with the United Nations Special Committee on Decolonisation Pacific Regional Seminar hosted by Fiji. Rapa Nui or Easter Island, which is governed by Chile, is seeking admission to the UN list of non-self-governing territories, whilst West Papua, regarded as a province of Indonesia, is seeking re-enlistment on the non-self-governing territory list. The theme of the Nandi meeting is to accelerate implementing the third international decade for the eradication of colonialism. The seminar is held under the auspices of the Special Committee of 24 and will review the situation with respect to 17 territories being considered by the Special Committee in June and then refer to the UN General Assembly when it convenes. Showing no regrets, Papua New Guinea Prime Minister Peter O'Neill has strongly maintained his government's decision to cancel visa on arrivals for Australian citizens visiting the country. Addressing the audiences of distinguished business delegates, both from Australia and Papua New Guinea, O'Neill said the two countries have been friends for years. However, Australia's reluctance to give PNG a long overdue visa on arrival status has led the O'Neill government to impose its decision to ban visas on arrivals for Australians. Bishop assured that Australia's relationship with Papua New Guinea was a priority for the Abbott government, and currently Papua New Guineans wishing to enter Australia can apply online for a visa. However, the process is at times lengthy, and for Australians wishing to enter PNG, a visa must be granted prior to arrival. The new leader of Vanuatu's opposition and dumped Prime Minister Moana Kakasi says his partners let him down by supporting a motion of no confidence against him. He had approached his political partners before the motion last Thursday and told them that if he was the problem, he would resign. He said colleagues assured him they would vote against the motion, but instead crossed the floor and joined the opposition to topple him. He confirmed he is preparing a motion of no confidence against the new Prime Minister, Joe Natuman. Moana Kakasi said it is the constitutional right of any Member of Parliament to launch a motion against any government of the day. Kakasi has not confirmed how many MPs have signed his motion. 30 members of Samoa's National Youth Council are putting their voices together to speak out on priority issues affecting young people in Samoa at the upcoming 3rd International Conference on Small Island Developing States in September in Apia, Samoa. This was revealed at the end of a 4-day legislative lobbying training workshop facilitated by the Secretariat of the Pacific Community, Regional Rights Resource Team in partnership with the Pacific Youth Council and Samoa's Ministry of Women, Community and Social Development. The training also helped the participants understand the national governance structures and the entry points for lobbying. The legislative lobbying training carried out by SPC RRRT with support from the Pacific Leadership Program has been rolled out in Tonga, Vanuatu, Solomon Islands, Kiribati and Tuvalu. In all countries, there has been great progress with campaign groups successfully lobbying for domestic violence legislation, as well as other issues such as reproductive health, employment rights and school bullying. A groundbreaking ceremony to mark the beginning of the laying of over 300 kilometers of submarine fiber optic telecommunication cable from Tongatapu to Vavau was officiated by the Prime Minister Lord Tuivakano and Neyafu Vavau on Wednesday this week. The Director of the Information and Communication Division, Paula Mau, said the domestic cable project was the second phase of a national project connecting Tonga via a fiber optic telecommunication cable network to Fiji and to the rest of the world. The first phase of the project connected Tonga to the Southern Cross Cable Network in Fiji and onwards to the Equinix Data Centre in Australia, the international hub and Tonga's gateway to connect to the rest of the world in August 2013. With regards to the financing of the project, they say that 5 million Tongan paanga on hand, money saved from phase 1. After Vavau, the next phase will be connecting Hapai to the submarine cable network. And those are our news stories from the region, as well as our local news bulletin here on Radio Sunshine for today.